Hello, I think it is now live. Let me just wait a second, see if it appears to have frozen on Instagram. Okay, but I am live on Facebook at the same time as Instagram. So if I'm looking one way or the other, it's not live on Instagram. If I'm looking one way or the other, that is why. So let me just press it on. There we go. Okay, so I have just come off my free NLP training, and there was a couple of snippets of things that I wanted to share with you because they're just so powerful, and I felt really excited. So I am Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnotherapy trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. I'm sat here with Millie on my knee. I don't know if you can see her, but she decided that she was going to sit and say hello and wouldn't leave me alone until I let her sit on my knee. So here she is. And she's very cute, so we'll let her off. I just delivered my free training. Three things. I can't remember the topic of it, not going to lie. Something to do with NLP. And three things that are going to be really powerful and help you make changes. 3 NLP things that you can implement into your life immediately. Okay, one of them things is a really powerful tool called the 4-minute rule. And so I just wanted to come live whilst I was excited about it to talk to you about it and give you the tip as well. So when I was still in my corporate job, which was a long time ago now, 10 years, when I first found NLP, I was still in my sales job, in my sales corporate role, and I was managing sales professionals and sales teams, and we were always taught to lead by fear. And I was supposed to train and manage my sales team, but I just knew that something wasn't right, and it just didn't feel like the right way to go about it, didn't feel like the right thing to do. And so I decided to look for training, and it was neuro-linguistic programming that I came across. Now, when I learned NLP, I was blown away by the power and the depth of what you learn within neuro-linguistic programming, and I couldn't quite believe it. But there's one tool that I just taught within the free training that I delivered. So I wanted to nip on and share it with you. So I'd get home from my sales job and I'd be sat in the car park. And at the time, my daughter, who's 10 now, was a baby. And she was just a baby. And when I was working, I was knackered, like just honestly. And I remember pulling up in the car park and just being so tired and just didn't even want to get out of the car, let alone walk to the door and see my child. How awful is that? It's really sad, isn't it? And I knew that that's not the kind of mum that I wanted to be. And so I asked myself this question using the 4-minute rule. Now, the 4-minute rule helps you to reframe the way that you're thinking about something or someone in a certain situation. And it helps you to become more resourceful. Now, it's really important to note that this isn't about brushing over negative feelings, and it's definitely not toxic positivity. Yes, it is okay and normal to feel negative sometimes, feel frustrated, angry, down. It's not what I'm definitely not saying that we shouldn't feel them things, but sometimes in certain situations we need to change the way that we're feeling and thinking quickly, right? And this is one way that we can do that. So I'd pull up in the car park and I'd be tired, and I'd ask myself this question: what would the best mum in the world look like, act like, and feel like? What would the best mum in the world look like, act like, and feel like? What would the best mum in the world look like, act like, and feel like? Until I actually felt that. Now we can change out this word mum for anything, right? We can change it for best version of myself, daughter, sibling, sister, brother, coach, trainer, presenter, instructor, personal trainer. We can change this word wife. I use that one a lot. We can change this word for anything that we like. It's just a really quick and simple way to help you change the way that you're thinking quite quickly in order to be more resourceful, more positive. Because if we're feeling crap, we're going to move crap, right? Instantly, my shoulders dropped, my spine is curved, I'm sat in my chair. But as I start to feel better, I start to sit up tall, I start to open up my chest, I start to feel better inside as well. And so, what this does is this helps us to feel more positive, feel more resourceful, and feel better about ourselves and our lives quite quickly. So, I hope this was helpful. I am going to be running another free training really soon. I'm going to pop this video on my podcast as well, so feel free to head over and check that out. But if you need anything or you've got any questions or would like to learn more about neuro-linguistic programming, just let me know. I think the dog is ready to go out, so I'm going to take her out. But if you need anything or you've got any questions, just pop me a message.